I made it to Gothenburg. I spent a few hours on the train. While I did knit on my Cascade tank top, because I am on a time crunch, I also gave myself grace to start a new project. And what I just started are the Melodrama socks from Stone Knits. I borrowed her book at the library and I have finished one pattern repeat. And these are so incredibly cute. I cannot. And my floats might be acceptable. I will see. I will probably knit another pattern repeat and then put it on a cord to see how it fits around the leg, because I have a bit of a conundrum, or it's just not a great thing. I bought the Arwetta yarn from Filcolana, which is a sock yarn, but it's very thin. And then I cast on a pair of socks with my normal 2.5mm needles to knit a fully colourwork sock. They are too tight on a 2.5mm needle. Could I have guessed this? Yes. I did not do a gauge swatch because who do I think I am? Gauge swatching for that's just my sock knitter hubris talking, that I don't need to do a swatch for a sock gauge because I know how to knit a sock. So the 2.5 was too small. Then I cast on and knit an entire shaft of a 3mm needle, and I think that is too small as well. And I tried it on before washing it, and the motif is quite stretched out, so it's supposed to be a symmetrical, horizontal and vertical pattern, but it stretches out more horizontally than vertically. And when it stretches out, the floats show through because the stitches are so tight that it shows through. But if I go up even more in a needle size, I'm worried that the pattern will be too fuzzy because the yarn is too thin. I've heard people raving about the Arwetta sock yarn, and I really like how it felt because it's a merino and nylon mix, but I think it's just too thin for colourwork socks with my tension and with my foot size, because if I had a smaller foot size I could definitely make that work, but I am not a small person. I'm a Scandinavian queen, so my body is taller and wider than maybe the sock pattern is written for. And even if it's written for someone of my body type, I just can't make the Arwetta sock yarn work as it is at the moment. I don't know if I have it in me to start the pattern again for a third time, knit an entire shaft to then be disappointed again. So I don't know. I thought that increasing my needle size by 20%, which is going from a 2.5 to a 3mm needle, is that would be enough, but it wasn't. So I have shelved that idea for the moment and cast on my Palestine watermelon socks. I think they are very cute. I did mess about with the yarn dominance, which was a recurring problem on the Christmas socks as well. Not finding how to hold the yarn as I knit with one yarn on the left finger and one yarn on the index finger and one on the middle finger. And now, have I been brushing the microphone with the yarn all this time? I'm so sorry if I have. And now I've figured out a way to hold it that I think works, and I realised that the seeds in the watermelon wasn't the dominant stitch. I will show you. Haha, look at this. So I think you can see the row where I held the black yarn in the front as my dominant colour, and these other ones as my non-dominant colour. And that is, I think, how I like it, because this feels too overpowering with the black seeds. So one pattern repeat, or this whole thing, this took me an hour, because I started this when I had exactly 1 hour left on the train. So that makes me quite hopeful that I will be able to finish this in a reasonable amount of time. And it's also fun to knit, because it makes sense. I can memorize the pattern, and it follows a very clear logic, and it's very potato chippy, as they say, as the girlies say on YouTube, that you just want to knit one more round, one more round, one more round. Like a potato chip, you can't just have one. So this is what I have done that feels meaningful today. I came to the hotel just 15 minutes ago. It's 9 o'clock in the evening. I came from work, and I have a full day of training tomorrow. That's why I'm here, to do some training for my specialty. And I have the cascade tank top to finish. Who am I kidding? But I have the cascade tank top to do some work on. The cascade is a mindless knit at this point. I can just knit and listen to the lecture and listen to my course mates and be engaged in the conversations and with the supervision, which we get tomorrow afternoon. But if I were to take the melodrama socks, I would have to look at the chart and follow that. And that, I think, would negatively affect my ability to listen and to participate, and it would negatively affect the people around me, because they would realize that I'm not listening, and my employer pays money for me to be here, so of course I have to do what I can, and I want to learn, so I have to do what I can to be present and pay attention. But now I'm a bit bummed, because the hotel had advertised a sauna, and I was really keen on just a cheeky little midweek sauna sesh. But coming here and talking to the receptionist, I learned that the sauna is closed for renovations, and the booking app didn't tell me. So I packed my bathing suit in vain, and now I have to go without a sauna today. which might be just as well because I'm very tired. I might want to go out to get a snack, but then again, I've taken off my shoes and I might not. Ooh, I did bring a face mask. So I might do a little knit and face mask instead. So I think I will end this Vlogtober. Hello? Is this? I don't think that was supposed to happen. And it's not motion sensor, I think. I think that is a sign for me to finish off this vlog right here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great day and I hope you enjoyed the video, this short little hotel chat. I posted my knitting podcast episode 6 today and I haven't checked if anyone actually watched it yet. I don't expect people to watch it so soon. I see more of a slow viewership over a few weeks when it comes to my knitting podcasts. I don't think I've had a knitting podcast episode hit over 25 views yet, but this might be the one. I feel very hopeful about my ability to film another podcast soon, because now I actually feel like I have something to show, because the Cascade tank top will be finished within a week, hopefully by Saturday, probably not, but hopefully. And I might have some good progress on the melodrama socks. I'm going to try them on now, but you will see the result of that tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Bye.